Hello, this is Corey Washington with another installment of the Jimi Hendrix Black Legacy vlog. This time I want to talk about what came before my two Jimi Hendrix books. It was actually a series I had on Blogtalk Radio called the Jimi Hendrix Black Legacy series, where I got to interview many interesting people and got their take on what Jimi Hendrix meant to them. These people range from people who didn't know Jimi to people who knew him, who played with him, and so forth. For instance, the very first interview was with Daryl Dogan. He was kicked the whole thing off. Then we had like Gary Tyson, Rosalie Brooks, who knew Jimi and recorded with him, Steve Mose, a musician, Earl Grey Summers, a local educator. All of these different range of people were all able to give a composite view on Jimi. Sheldon Reynolds, who used to be married to Jimi Hendrix, who's a very accomplished guitarist himself. Chris Cochet, Leon Hendrix, his brother, his baby brother. Jimmy Blue, all of these people. Stan Skibby, Byron Bordeaux, Danny Robinson, Andre LaSalle. Did a special show on Buddy Miles. I had Chelsea Dawn on. Starting at zero, I had Solo Douglas, Alan Douglas's daughter. Professor Griff, the Minister of Information for Public Enemy, he was on the show. Taharka Aleem, one half of the Ghetto Fighters, the fabulous Aleem twins. Cordell Dickerson, very knowledgeable. Michael Kid Funkadelic Hampton, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, formerly lead guitarist of P-Funk. All of these people all had interesting things to say about Jimi. Baba, Jimi and the Black Panthers, that was a very interesting theme. Rufus Thompson, a lot of knowledge. King George Clemens over there in Sweden. He knew Jimi personally in Harlem. And even when he went over to Europe, they met up, caught up on old times. The amazing Jimmy Mays. Sideman to the Stars. He knew Jimi as well in Harlem and played with him briefly with Joey D and the Starlighters. Played with Jimi also even after he became famous. All of these people, very, very interesting what they had to say. Also had interviewed Juma Sultan, who played with Jimi. And Woodstock, played with him. Shokan, played with him. Dick Cavett Show, all these different places in the studio. Very good friend of Jimi's. So all of these people had interesting takes, and this propelled me to do more and more research, as well as my first book, Nobody Cages Me, and then of course the second one, where you can find transcripts of pretty much all of these interviews in the book so that you can read for yourself. So that's the Jimi Hendrix Black Legacy series in a nutshell. Make sure you pick up a copy of Jimi Hendrix Black Legacy so that you can read all of these things and more for yourself. Thank you.